Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage, and today we're out of the shop, well, sorta, working on a little problem I'm having with my chickens. So, it's now wintertime, and the cup water that I built originally, well, oddly, water freezes in the winter. And I was thinking about putting a heater inside the bucket, but the little water cups are still outside the bucket and they still freeze solid. So we need to come up with a good waterer for our chickens that won't ever freeze in the winter. So let's get going. What we have here is a 5-gallon insulated Rubbermaid water cooler and a couple chicken waterer kits. And these are the nipple style waterers, and we got these kits here from a company called Revolutionary Chicken. They've got a website, they've got a YouTube channel, so check them out. But yeah, they are one of only 2 outfits that I've seen that sell this long adapter piece to let you thread these different style waterers through the thick walls of these insulated coolers. So the plan is we're going to install 2 kits on this one cooler. So we'll have 4 water outlets, and we've got a 100-watt submersible heater. It's got a built-in thermostat. This is actually designed for an aquarium. And we've got an electric pipe thermostat, the pipe wrap heater thermostats. So this will plug into the wall. It will only come on if the outside air temperature is below 35 degrees. So we're not heating water when we don't need to. The thermostat built into the aquarium heater, I think, only comes up to like 78. So plenty safe for the chickens. Actually, it says, yeah, right here on the back, 78 degrees, plus or minus. So anytime the power's on, the hottest this water will get is 78 degrees. But yeah, so anytime the outside temperature is below freezing, the pump or the heater will kick on automatically, and we will not have to worry about this freezing. And with there not being any substantial amount of water outside the container, we shouldn't have any issues there either. So we're going to get going. We're going to put this together real quick. Shouldn't take very long. And here overnight, we'll be able to test and see if it works. So we got our first hole drilled through the housing. As you can see, we're in the ribbed portion here, but that shouldn't be a problem because the seal is on the inside of this container, which is smooth. So you want to make sure that both sides around the hole are trimmed and smooth, so you don't have any little edges of plastic or anything like that. And then this piece here goes in from the inside, and then once it's stuck through, it gets trimmed off just below the surface here. Then we have the actual waterer piece that will thread into this little housing. And we've also got some silicone sealant to put on the inside here on both O-rings, inside and out, just to prevent any leaks. So let's get it put together. So I've got our first piece trimmed up to fit. Now, as you can see, it is flush down there. So what we've got to do is prepare this little guy here. This will thread into this fitting, and I'm going to apply silicone to both of these gaskets here. And I'll probably put a little extra around here just because of these ridges to help prevent any leaks. Get a little bit on the threads there. Do the same thing to this gasket on this piece inside. And we'll put it all together, tighten it up, and see how it looks. Be careful not to get any silicone down in this tip right here. Now, you will hold the inside piece in by hand and thread this piece in. Now these don't have to be super tight, just snug. And I'm gonna, because of these ridges here, I'm gonna go on and put a real light bead of silicone around this outside edge as well, just to help prevent any leaks. I think we'll be good anyways, but yeah, a little extra is not gonna hurt. But as you can see, where the actual water will be in contact with it, get a little light in here. As you can see, the silicone's protruding out all the way around the O-ring, and it is sealed flat. So there's no way water's going to be leaking past the housing, and we did apply a little bit of silicone to the threads, so it will be a straight shot from the inside of the housing to the outside of the water. So we've got our little nipple waterers installed. I decided to only put 3 in this one, and from my understanding that is more than enough for the amount of birds we've got. So now I need to work on getting the aquarium heater installed, which I'm going to suction cup this to the bottom, and we're gonna run the wire up. I'm gonna drill a hole for the wire to come through, and I'll slice this down a little bit so I can work the wire down into it, and the water will the wire will pass through right about here, and put a little silicone around it to prevent it from leaking rainwater and stuff into this, which really isn't a big deal. I might not, but yeah, then we should be done. It's a little staticky right now, so it's covered in insulation, but here is our finished product. We've got our water nipples through the side. We've got our power feed for our heater right here, and the lid. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Threads off easy. We've got our heater in the bottom, which should do the trick. And with this being insulated, it should hold heat really well. We get down into the single digits, sometimes a little below 0 in the winter. It's about as cold as we get here. So I think this will be plenty for that. We will see how it goes over the next month or two, and I'll update you guys if we have any problems. But yeah, this has got more capacity. This is a true 5-gallon container, so we shouldn't be filling it up as often, which will be nice. We'll be able to fill it up in the house, so I don't have to worry about having a hose outside. Just pick it up, carry it inside, sit it down in the bathtub, fill it up with water, put the lid on it, carry it back out. It'll be a little heavy, but doing that once every week and a half or so won't be too bad. Especially if we have a warm spell and I can just fill it up outside. But yeah, so I'm going to give this a few hours to let all the silicone set up, or at least skin over. Then I'm going to wipe out all the plastic bits and stuff, clean it up, and come morning I will fill it up and set it out for them, see how it works. Yeah. Well, it's the next morning, and the girls are sitting here ready for water, but of course they're both of their waters are frozen solid, so we're going to swap it out and see how this works. Well, I've got it set in place. They aren't too enthusiastic about it yet, but I'll have to show them how to use it pretty well. They're going to run a cord out here yet, and yeah, so I think it's going to work out fairly well. But I'll let it go here, and I'll give you guys an update here, say a week or two, to see how it goes, and go from there. We've already got one. This one here has already been coming over pecking on the little red thing so far, so yeah, let's see if we can. Here. We'll see how they like that. But yeah, so if you've got any comments, questions, complaints, what have you, drop them in the comment section below. If you want to support the channel, we've got the PayPal account set up now, and that's in the description of every video. You can use SuperThanks as well. We've got that enabled. Yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching.